Second trimester, take one. Hi everyone, my name is Robin. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my platform, my space, my place to share my pregnancy journey with you guys. Thank you for joining me. Today I will be talking about my experiences throughout my second trimester. Kind of going through the things that like new symptoms that I experienced. Take two. I'll be talking about some new symptoms that I experienced. I started seeing a chiropractor, flying while pregnant, catching the vid while being pregnant. You'll know more about that throughout the video. If you haven't already, check out my first trimester video that explains all the points leading up until what I'm about to talk to you today. So if any of that interests you, continue watching. So the second trimester is considered the weeks between 13 weeks pregnant and 26 weeks pregnant. Some of the new symptoms that I've been experiencing, a lot of people say that you start to have more energy, which was true for me. I wasn't as exhausted as I was in the first 13 weeks or requiring as many naps as I did in the first 13 weeks. I was able to function normally at work and at home and get a lot more done without being cranky or like irritable because I needed a nap. If you see me looking down a lot, my notes are right in front of me. I also got into a more consistent routine with taking my prenatal vitamins and incorporating some more vitamins to increase my immunity and immune system. I wanted to begin taking a probiotic just to keep everything running smooth. I was looking up that taking a probiotic throughout your pregnancy can prevent a GBS positive status. We will see how that turns out for me. With the new energy, it was easier for me to stay active with walking at work. Me and my partner invested in a Peloton, so I was cycling a lot, doing at least 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes cycling. So I lift a little bit of weights, just a small 15-pound dumbbells, nothing crazy. My goal was to do it at least twice a week because throughout the week I would go to work and I would be on my feet 12 hours a day at work. So being active, that was a lot easier in the second trimester. One thing I did know was to avoid intense core workouts. I learned that avoiding heavy core workouts would help prevent having diastasis recti, which is where the muscles in your stomach are just so weak because they're overworked, and that's how a lot of people have that little pooch. But yeah, working out was a lot easier. In the second trimester is when you start feeling the baby move. I started feeling my baby move around 16 to 17 weeks. They're like everything people typically describe them as, like little flutters. I would say feels like you're about to pass gas, but you don't necessarily have the urge to pass gas, if that makes sense. With baby getting bigger, your belly getting bigger, I started to feel Braxton Hicks contractions, practice waves, which is your body preparing you for the real deal. So I started to feel those around 18 weeks. They would be more consistent either at night or when I was working and not drinking enough. The difference between Braxton Hicks and real labor is Braxton Hicks are very irregular. They come random times. They are not painful at all. If you start to feel pain with them or they're more regular and starting to have a pattern, you should call someone because that is pretty early to be having that type of activity around there. So I would describe them as, it would just feel like a tightening. Like my belly would just get hard, it would just relax. Like I kind of felt the little climax of it being as tight and then relaxing, but nothing was painful at all. I would always monitor her movement. Started to develop a more consistent routine throughout the second trimester, where in the beginning I would just feel random flutters throughout the day. But now that she's getting bigger, I kind of feel when she kicks, when she's hungry, or when I'm hungry, it would kind of be around the same times as when I'm eating breakfast, eating lunch, eating dinner. She would be more active, of course, at night than in the daytime. Like right now, we're all chilling. She's probably just sleeping or napping, but once I start to eat lunch, dinner, she'll be up ready to eat, and then she'll probably be up throughout the night. I started to see a chiropractor around 18 weeks pregnant because the hormones in your body loosens up all of your ligaments, and that kind of helps your body shift and be a little bit more flexible, preparing for a baby to go through your birth canal. But with that, my pelvis started to tilt forward. This is all from what my chiropractor is telling me. She told me that my pelvis started to tilt forward because my baby was growing, putting a lot more pressure on it. But that started to cause me pain in one of my hips, which was relieved with just some adjustments. Now, going to see a chiropractor, I've never had an experience with a chiropractor before, so I did not know what to expect. All I saw was the videos on YouTube or Instagram with people twisting people's necks in half. My chiropractor did nothing like that. She was very gentle. She did do a lot of alignment with my neck and my upper body. I started to have weekly adjustments, which helped a lot. I did research and read that seeing a chiropractor throughout your pregnancy helps baby's positioning when it is time to give birth, and it makes it a little bit more easier, a little bit more favorable for the baby to come out during pregnancy or during your labor. So around like 20 weeks pregnant, which is about 5 months, is when it's recommended that you have an anatomy scan, which is an ultrasound to check the development of your baby, make sure all of the organs and bones and everything are developing properly. That was the first time me and my partner actually saw our baby, like on an ultrasound where you can kind of identify it as a baby. We've had ultrasounds before, but it was just like a little dot, or I don't know. It wasn't, early ultrasounds aren't really that exciting, but our anatomy scan confirmed our gender. I'm out of breath. Our anatomy scan confirmed the gender of our baby, which, we already explained that she was a girl, and she is perfect. It's like a very exciting time for us. We got to see her. She was moving. I was able to feel movement. She's just, I don't know, everything. But yeah, that was really good. That was cool for us to like have that experience. I feel like in the second trimester, everyone is a lot more excited because they know the gender, they know what you're having. If you are willing to share that information, you start to look a lot more pregnant. I think Dad has become more attentive in the second trimester because he can start to feel the baby too. So it's a lot more ways that he can be involved with that part of it. I hear him coming. Yeah.
Take 4. In action.
What's up?
What's poppin'?
This was some of the topics I was talking about for my second trimester. Nesting, workout routine, flying, bovid.
Bovice.
Feeling the baby move.
That was fun.
Feeling the baby move. What you think about the anatomy scan? Seeing her move, feeling her move.
Seeing that for the first time, fully developed, was a beautiful sight. Definitely made me, think very deeply.
Because that's literally what I said. I said after I actually saw her. I don't know, it made me wanted to start planning stuff around the house, planning events, baby showers, photos.
It was amazing. I was the peppy.
Yo, all right.
That's what I said when I saw her on that screen. Dang, I was the peppy.
We gotta figure out a name.
I know her name. Malika. Malika.
All right. Around 6 months pregnant, I fell ill I'm trying to be very cautious with my wording, to the virus that's going around causing a panorama. I did make a separate video on my experiences catching the vid during my pregnancy and how I recovered. Yeah, go check that out. Not really going to talk about it too much in this video, but if you are interested in that, I'll definitely put the link down below. 6 months pregnant, I was able to fly and take a trip for my birthday. Now, flying while pregnant is more, I guess, more popular or more recommended in the second trimester because you're not as sick as you are in the first trimester and you're not as comfortable as you can be in the third trimester. I don't know. My birthday was in my second trimester. We flew from the East Coast to the West Coast, which was about 5 hours. My only recommendations for flying while pregnant is to wear compression socks because you're not walking around or moving around or as active as you can be on a plane. And compression socks keep your blood flow going. It prevents blood clots, you know, and all that good stuff. Also have snacks and water because the plane air is so dry. I was so thirsty a lot. I just kept asking for water and eating snacks. Basically, I was just hungry for 5 hours. I wasn't doing anything. Plus, you're kind of bored. But snacks and water with staying hydrated. Of course, you're gonna have to go to the bathroom. So sit on the aisle seat. That was how we did it. I sat on the aisle, had my snacks, had something to drink, and was cozy with my compression socks. And I felt fine. Going to and from home was fine. Flying wasn't that big of a deal. Maybe packing. Make sure you're packing reasonably for your partner, because we had to check our bags. We just checked the bags because they just heavy and don't nobody feel like carrying them. Whew. Talking is making me feel out of breath. On vacation, I was about 6.5 months pregnant, is around the time when my belly popped, which happened overnight. I was not prepared for it, mentally prepared for it. I don't know. I think I woke up one day on vacation and couldn't fit any of the clothes that I packed for vacation. I just had a mini crisis because I tried on clothes specifically that I had to fit before. Maybe the week before, I tried on everything that I packed and made sure I could fit it, made sure it looked right.
I put in a lot of effort into packing clothes that can fit.
Got on vacation,
Had to buy all the clothes
because I couldn't fit any. Yeah, it all happened overnight. That was a wake-up call because it's like confirming that she is growing, she is here, there is no going back. 6.5 months, yeah. Before I was able to hide my pregnancy in certain clothes, certain outfits that I wore, certain hoodies, but yeah, that is no more. But overall, I've been feeling a lot more excited about pregnancy, a lot more comfortable in my own skin with the pregnancy. I don't want to say that I'm nesting early, but with the belly popping and the anatomy scan and feeling her move, I don't know, I feel like I want to get prepared. I want to get ready. I want to have everything ready for her, like preparing the nursery, preparing the baby shower. Like I want to savor all these moments and collect and absorb as much as I can while this is happening, like live fully in these moments. So I think that's pretty much it. Like my second trimester was very good. I don't have any complaints about it.
Other than just randomly waking up and not being able to fit any of my clothes.
But you know, I got new clothes. It's fine. It's a perfect excuse to buy some stuff. I'm enjoying. I'm having the time of my life, enjoying our moments before she becomes earthside. It is very close to our nap time, so I feel like I am ranting. I'm also getting a little bit hungry. I will let you guys go. If you have any questions about anything I discussed in the video, if you want to share your own experience, let's have a little chit chat in the comments below. Thank you for joining me. See you in the next video.